That's right. Throwing bowls and knocking people out with elbows. Better than LeBron James. It is the Flex Zone. The only place giving you sports, fellas, how you want it.
When you need it.
It is another marvelous Monday here in Baltimore and beyond. Colder than a hooker's heart. But we're here live, still in the man cave, for another episode 319. It all started with a dream. Again, the Flex Zone, the only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. Give thanks as it's holiday season. We are still the heads of the sports podcast table. And Crevonte, don't worry, baby. We're just as moist as that macaroni and cheese, baby. It's episode 319. You know, if it don't make that sound, it ain't right. We're back again. Another hot episode. FlexZone1@gmail.com to keep track of all things we have going on. Follow us on Wednesdays. Get a pre-Thanksgiving treat this week with a new episode of the Flex Zone on all your streaming platforms: Apple, Spotify, Google Play. And, of course, as I said, this week we're talking LeBron James gets suspended, Steph Curry for MVP, vaccine mandates, John Gruden. We got a WFT report, another one from Crevonte, of course, Goofies of the Week, and, of course, Debate of the Day. Once again, we want to shout out D. He isn't here. He's on the silent, but shout out to D. Make sure you follow him on DieSport.net. But you know I can't do the show alone. Once again, we want to give it up for Knowledge one more time, making it sound beautiful back there. Shout out to Knowledge. But bad leadoff to my left, the man that makes the social media engine run. He is a bastard, but he is still the uncle of this show. Uncle Raj, what's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on, Byron? I'm back on the Flex Zone again, doing what we do best, talk sports, and, you know, talk a little bit of stuff as well. But I'm just glad to be back, man. Please follow us on the Flex Zone podcast on YouTube. The YouTube channel is growing, trying to do big things. You know, trying to keep it moist, as you say.
No,
moist as that mac and cheese, baby.
Moist as the mac and cheese that I'm gonna be eating on
That's
Thursday.
right. That's right.
Cannot wait. Thanksgiving's right around the corner, so please follow us. We're gonna have some more great content for you, of course, and you know, hit that thumbs up on Facebook and on YouTube, please.
This next man's the voice of the reason. He's bolder than that ginger ale bowl, and he's on that black ice today, baby. As he takes a sip for you, America. Speaking of keeping it moist, it is the voice of reason, Father of the Year. And don't worry, his Santa Claus hat may make a return real soon.
Hey, man, listen, it might.
It is Crevonte, baby.
Ah, man, feeling a little festive. It's getting a little, it's getting bright outside. It's getting cold.
Very much so.
But we still hot in the studios, brothers. The Flex Zone, keeping it. What you call it, Byron?
Keeping it moist. Moist is the mac and cheese that you'll eat on Thursday.
God damn it. All right. Monday evenings. I love it. Every week I look forward to it. Mondays is not the greatest day for most people, but it is for us. I can't wait to get started. Got a little interesting Goofy of the Week. And now I also have the WFT report, and it's not WTF this week.
It may go longer than a minute for the second week.
It might. It probably will.
This next man, he was on a bye week, but he was still getting work done. The man who takes no days off. Mr. 25-8 himself, the pride of the East Side, the savior of misbehavior. Don't forget you can start your day with a cup of Dre with Calais on WEAA 88.9, the voice of the community. He is the Flex Zone Messiah. He is a man more phenomenal than AJ Styles. He's hotter than that Pizza Hut pizza yesterday, Roger, in that Battle Royal, baby. And he is the lone survivor, baby. He is the head of the Flex Zone table, the super producer himself. My brother, my friend. You know him. You love him. LeAndre Melton. What's going on, brother?
I appreciate that. The introduction.
Hey, man, I can reach out and touch you now.
Better than Paul Heyman, man.
You know I got you.
Hey, yeah, I was off for a week, but I appreciate everybody, especially your new friend.
Shout out to Tiffany.
Oh, you missed her. Oh, man.
Tiffany, if you're watching, you gotta come back.
Yeah, for sure.
I missed her in studio, but I've talked to her. She's a lovely young lady for you, so I'm happy for you, good brother.
That's right. Well deserved. Hey, good to have you back, Dre.
Hey, man, I'm just glad to be back.
Well, we're gonna come straight to you, brother. Your man, the man you call the GOAT, got into a little bit of a, well, we won't call it Malice in the Palace 2.0.
He got into a little tussle.
But LeBron wanted the smoke. He bought the smoke. Him and Isaiah Stewart of Detroit Pistons got into it. Elbows thrown, a bloody face. You'd have thought we was watching some WWE. He charging them. They got the Stone Cold meme and JR in the background playing. Where's D when you need him? But LeBron gets suspended for a game. Do you think it's justified? And your thoughts on the situation?
Yeah. It wouldn't shock me if he was Crevonte's Goofy of the Week because what were you doing? Like, I was just watching it. I'm like, what for a superstar compared to this guy from the Pistons? And I'm not trying to call the guy a scrub or be disrespectful.
He was a no-name before this. You can say it. Nobody knew who he was. Yeah, you can give him the go ahead, give him the.
But it was just like it was so unnecessary.
Yeah, the whole thing.
The thing. I was like, LeBron, what are you doing? Like, this is beneath you to do this. Like, I didn't understand it, except maybe he was just frustrated about the team. Lakers still won the game though. That's what I didn't understand too. I was like,
apparently they got a spark. Whatever. Whatever.
I'm like, all right, you got a spark against the Pistons, really?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you need a spark.
This ain't the Clippers, the Nets.
You need motivation. You need motivation.
But you need it against the Pistons, really? So I was LeBron. I mean, honestly, he needed to be suspended for more than one game because this whole thing was just straight goofy. Yeah, it was, like I said, it was unnecessary, and I don't think that this is the spark the Lakers need. They just need the Lakers just need to play better consistently. I mean, when you have that much talent, yes, they're older, but at the same time, I mean, they are like struggling without LeBron. And I mean, even with LeBron in the mix, it's not. I don't know if it'll be enough. When you see a team like the Warriors, you know, who is right now the cream of the crop. I don't care if it's the East or the West. They are just now. They're just doing their thing. And you know, compared to other teams like the Nets or the Bucks. I mean, some teams are struggling, but when you just see this Lakers team, it's like, yes, they can make the playoffs, but are they going to be a high seed? At this point, no. And I don't know when they'll get it together. But as far as LeBron, like I said, it was completely unnecessary for him to do this. And I think that he should have got more than one game just because of the goofiness that he displayed right there.
Hey, shout out to the sports trend. LeBron being goofy, they say. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Thank you. Crevonte, the irony in this is that Carmelo Anthony, your friend, was playing Peacemaker, apparently. It was the one who was getting everybody in order.
Interesting. My, how the turns have tabled. Huh?
Because you can never forget about Honey Nut Cheerios, the pull-up. For that, I will always respect Melo for that.
But so even a little further back, I think it was further back. Remember he got into that little tussle with was it J.R. Smith when he was with the Nuggets?
Yeah.
When it was in Denver, I believe it happened, and when Melo was backing up the whole court. Like he like and he just backpedaled like Deion Sanders all the way back. I think that's funny how things have come full circle with Carmelo Anthony. Like he's really obviously matured, which is great for everybody. But and LeBron James never is in this situation. Like Carmelo Anthony has been in quite a few situations, and LeBron has never been in this situation. So yes, it is absolutely very, very, very interesting. Did y'all know that Russell Westbrook got a technical foul?
He didn't even know
that. I didn't know he got one either. Like, when did that happen? Like, was that a silent technical foul?
Maybe they saw his outfit before the game.
Because usually,
he needs to get ejected before the game starts. Then for most of them.
Because I mean, if nobody knew, usually you take a shot, but I don't think nothing really happened because everybody's like,
I guess they all canceled out. Did they all just cancel out?
I guess it did because everybody's confused. Like, where did this come from?
Yeah, like. So that's so weird. That's very weird because usually the game has stopped and the official lets everybody know that this person, and this person have technical fouls, and this person are ejected.
And with a technical, like I said, comes a free throw, but
yeah, unless he got it with somebody, unless he got to another tussle with somebody else that we don't know about, but. I just thought that whole thing was so very weird. So out of character for LeBron James, and obviously now you done gave this brother a name now,
some publicity,
a lot of publicity, and maybe not the best, but I guess in his eyes, oops, no pun intended. No pun intended, but I guess this could be a spark. I guess for him, I don't know how he'll be treated moving forward, but you know, I'll definitely get into it more when Goofies of the Week come around. But Yeah, I'll definitely. Yeah, both these brothers are very, very goofy to say the least.
Brian, your thoughts on your boy, man?
LeBron James, man. I mean, he just coming back from injury. Took 2 weeks off, and all of a sudden now he wants to elbow somebody in the face or punch somebody in the face.
It was a punch, man.
Mistakenly. Bro,
It was a punch.
I mean, come on, man. You gotta be better than that. You've been in the league since 2003. Usually, you're never in trouble like this. You don't really get into fights. We indeed have called you soft over the years because you don't get into tussles. You're afraid to be physical with people. But I mean, this ain't the way. This ain't the way. I'm glad you didn't get your behind whipped by the other dude. Because the way he was coming at you, I was like, my God. Well, he's about to kill your ass.
we saw the fire in his eyes, huh?
Yeah, you saw the white in his eyes. And so did LeBron. LeBron didn't want no parts of that. But he deserved to get this 1 game suspension. The other dude got 2. It was both well deserved. Both being goofy, of course. And that's all there is to this situation right now.
Well, let's move up the coast a little bit. We were in South LA with the Lakers. Let's go up to San Francisco. First place team. Dre, you said it. Best record in the NBA. Team I predicted to make the finals. And the guy I predicted to be MVP, Steph Curry, the front runner for MVP, and the Warriors with the best record in the league. And don't forget, Klay Thompson, he's coming back. James Wiseman, he's coming back. And this team only is going to get better, Dre. I did not know they were going to be this good, America. I thought they probably would be I thought they would take Phoenix's spot, be like a top 3 or 4 seed, and get to the finals just because of the piece they had coming back. But Dre, they're getting it done, brother.
Scary. I mean, this team was like 8th.
They went playing against the Lakers.
So to go from that to now, you the best in the whole league. Steph looking like the old Steph. I mean,
handling Brooklyn like that in Brooklyn.
They have their 10 MVP
in
the
Barclays.
Right. For him.
Crazy. I don't know. Like you said, this team's only going to get better when Klay comes back, when Wiseman comes
Gary
back.
Payton the second.
Man, Draymond doing Draymond.
Andrew Wiggins, since he got vaccinated, he's like a whole new player, Crevonte.
he got his superpowers.
He's balling. He's balling.
He got the super shot.
He's playing like we thought he should have played when he got picked first. But.
So, I mean, this team is just on all cylinders, and I don't know how you stop them. And KD, man. I mean, you left that.
You can't catch a break. First of all, KD can't catch a break.
Nope.
Can we say something about that? He cannot catch a break because now he done went to where his man's was.
Who told him to come there?
Who told him to come there, and he can't even play now. Like KD has to be like pulling his what he got up here, whatever that is up here.
Pulling his ball
whatever's left.
But he got to be pulling his BDBs out. He has to be out.
I mean, you went from Westbrook and you were playing there, wasn't enough shots. So then you go to Golden State in a good situation, but because it's not your team, you take issue with it, and then you leave to go to this flat earther.
Yeah.
This flat earther.
And
then bring on
now what to be woke conspiracy brother who won't take the vaccine. Like you say, he can't catch a break.
And they bring on and they bring on Fat Man with a beard.
And Harden, I don't know.
He's been up and down this year.
He like the 6th man instead of
he looks like he's still adjusting to the new rules. That's what it looks like.
So,
do you think Warriors are the team to beat in the West
right now? Yeah. I don't see it going nowhere right now.
But my team is in second.
They're right there.
But
11 in a row they won, 12 in a row.
I think 11.
Yeah,
11. And tonight will be 12 because they're beating up on the Spurs last time I checked.
Yeah, man, you talk about a team with something to prove. I mean, the Wizards.
Yes.
Kuzma.
They took an L tonight, though.
Hey man, LaMelo. Hey, listen, man.
Everybody needs to win.
LaMelo had a great game.
LaMelo Ball had a great game. He had, when I checked, him and Kyle Kuzma both had 7 rebounds like early in the game. I'm like, how?
Have you seen Kuzma's pregame outfit? Speaking of pregame outfit,
I have not.
That could be a late edition of Goofy of the Week. Check that out. But so you agree, Warriors and Steph's MVP? You can put his first name on the trophy.
Yeah.
Start put his first name on it?
Because right now there's nobody. See, it's different from like the NFL. The NFL is like
It's wide open
who's
this year.
who, but the NBA, I mean, Steph is just taking lead, and there's nobody right now that I can even think of who's even close to MVP status right now, or the best team in the league. Like it's really like the Warriors and Steph, than everybody else.
So you telling me the best shooter ever got better the past 2 years?
He looks like I said, he looks like the Steph of old, and it's crazy because it looks like he got better.
And he doesn't get hurt
than that unanimous season.
Well, he still got a little hip problem. He still got a little hip action. But that's
low that's you get some low management days.
And he'll take a game off every here and there.
They still win without.
And they win without him. But listen.
He still may break the record even with low management.
Yeah, he might break the record this season.
First of all, I feel like he made threes
all time. He's like a couple.
Yo, he's not far.
Yeah, he's not
honestly, I thought he broke it already.
No,
I think he's number 2. He's like 100 something behind.
And then now,
he's getting that this year.
Not only that, he may break his own record
which he's been doing for like that, and that'll been like the third or fourth time he's done it.
Yep.
Listen, man. First of all, this is a legit team right here. Jordan Poole balling out of control. Gary Payton II has first of all
his NBA something in San Fran.
First of all, he locking folks up. Resemblance of somebody of his pops in them, and he's jumping out the gym, which he did not get from his pops. Like, yo, he is a great addition to that team. And Andrew Wiggins, popping in and out. And look, Klay Thompson's played the practice.
Mm-hmm. James Wiseman somewhere around.
James Wiseman will be back fully healthy soon. I don't know if he's returned.
He's returning.
He'll be in the groove. They'll put him in the rotation and get him in the groove soon. And of course, Draymond.
Probably defensive player of the year again.
Yeah.
and Draymond kind of makes it all go.
He's the heart and soul of the team. He's always been the heart and soul of the team.
And Steph, I guess, is the backbone.
Yes, Steph is the workhorse. Draymond is the heart and soul, and Klay is the X factor.
That's a good way to put it.
I like Klay's the left arm. But the team, first of all, shout out to Steve Kerr, well coached.
Yeah,
definitely well coached, because they lose Steph, they don't miss a beat. Like, it's like they already got plan B and C already locked and loaded. And mind you, Klay Thompson has not been there yet. What do y'all think is going to happen? First of all, who's going to sit down when Klay Thompson comes in?
Yeah.
But obviously, they're not going to completely insert. Exactly, they're not going to immediately insert him. But once he gets, a month or two in, he's going to be the full-time starter.
Oh, definitely.
So who's going to be eased out? Who's going to come off the bench?
What I just wonder is, I know we're jumping again with this question about the Warriors. The only thing I think left for them, well, at least for Steph, is just winning like Finals MVP at this point. If he wasn't not the MVP, it'll help, boost his legacy up even more. But I think that's the only thing missing for Steph. And as far as the Warriors, winning another championship, but this time without KD, that would help.
And I think that the Warriors are the best team in the NBA right now, 15-2. It's hard to beat this team. Jordan Poole is playing out of his mind. Steph Curry is hitting threes from left and right as usual. And Klay Thompson is right around the corner. Probably he will be back before Christmas, is what I heard from, of course, everybody's favorite NBA analyst. But yes, this team is the team to beat in the NBA. This team is the best team in the NBA right now. They're the most consistent. Their defense has gotten a lot better. Steve Kerr is coaching out of his mind. Who knows? Luke Walton might be back since he got fired from the Sacramento Kings yesterday, so he could get a spot back where he was with the Golden State Warriors as well. But this team right now is gelling. They're very focused right now. They haven't been this focused since they got to the NBA Finals back when they played Toronto, and when Klay first got hurt, and Kevin Durant. So they're on a mission right now. They missed the playoffs a couple years in a row, and they're going to come back with full force and take this league by storm for the rest of the season. So, is he an early MVP candidate? Hell yeah, he's an early MVP candidate. He might even win the damn thing. This might be his third one. And right now, Steph Curry is pretty much
he's running away with it.
He's just edging his way into NBA history.
Oh, what up?
What's up, Lamar? Real quick, your thoughts on the Johnson & Johnson players taking the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, subject to game day testing. If you don't get a booster shot, as of the first, Raj? You care? It's another step in
This
the.
Johnson & Johnson situation right now is ridiculous. I mean, this is a great question, of course. So I'm gonna honor it because
that's his boys.
Because
That's his man's in them.
You want to talk about it? So
that's his man's in them.
I think it's really goofy that they got to get if they had the Johnson & Johnson shot, that they got to get another damn shot on top of it before. What was the deadline again?
By the 1st of December.
By the 1st of December. I think it's ridiculous. I hope nobody took the damn Johnson & Johnson shot, because we already know what happens when you take that ridiculous shot.
I know somebody that took the Johnson. Johnson.
Well, then they're goofy.
And they still alive?
Not they still alive.
Well,
they still alive.
Well, this person said they didn't really have a choice.
Oh, okay. Well, since
they said it was kind of like a forced
deadline type of thing. You need the shot.
So since they had to bend over and take it. That's fine. And
Jesus Christ.
But
yeah, say all that in America.
I mean, hey, it is what it is. If you was forced to take it, then that's fine. But I hate that. I cannot stand these rules and regulations. I wish that our government would be more concise with what they're trying to do, and be more clear. But of course, there isn't any direction going on right now, so people can do whatever they want. Apparently, we can have false cards in the air, and we can go and say that we were immunized and all this other nonsense. So I mean, if the NBA is doing this silliness, man, they need to stop.
Christ.
Honestly, they just need to give it up.
Crevonte.
I don't want to talk about this. I tried to avoid this for like 2 weeks now. I don't.
Definitely.
I tried, but I mean, since I guess so I just want to understand something. Ooh, the Suns barely won. Ooh, they inched out the Spurs 115-111. But so they have to take the Johnson & Johnson?
If you've taken it already previously 2 months ago, you are subject still to game day testing as of December 1st if you don't receive the booster, which are now widely available to everyone currently.
Listen, man, one thing I've noticed, and we kind of all saw this coming down the pipeline, is that things are going to get revved up and things are going to get real strict around here. I was what it do? So I was telling y'all that my prediction is almost true. I said sporting events, school, and travel. Those are basics you're gonna cover if you want folks to get this.
It's safe to say you're pretty spot on.
I'm getting it right.
I think you did.
The NFL and the NBA are no different. They're gonna keep cracking down, and you either comply or you die. in this case, I mean, die is and lose your job, whatever.
Lose your money,
lose your job, lose your money, and it feels like dying. But I think it's gonna get real strict, because even now, a lot of our jobs are requiring us to be vaccinated, right?
Yes.
And immunized or whatever you want to call it. But they're still letting folks do weekly testing. Before we know it, they're gonna start charging.
Oh, definitely.
But that's coming. But that's what I'm saying. I'm seeing this happen. Like, I see the NFL and the NBA getting stricter and stricter and stricter. Now the boosters required. Jesus.
And not even that. They want to get your kids vaccinated as well. So
it's already 80.
So what was that? So for the bye week and all that. I mean, yeah, because I mean, before you know it, the school system is going to require it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like all this is coming down the pipeline. So
in some states they're doing.
Sure. And all 50 governors or all 50 states are never going to be on the same page about anything ever. Nope. But I do know that each sporting league, association, or whatever is going to get stricter and stricter and stricter, because like these numbers and these new variants and all that, it is really getting out of hand right now, and they're doing everything they can just so they can be held liable for any goofiness that happens.
Dre, you put it on here like you mentioned. Your thoughts on the Johnson & Johnson or J&J goofiness?
First of all, why are you taking Johnson & Johnson in the first place?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Johnson? Oh, gosh. Johnson?
Yeah, Johnson, not Dwayne Johnson.
And it's like when people say Johnson & Johnson, it's like one word. It's not like we separated. But That's what they get. That's what you get for taking that version of it. Not no Moderna, no Pfizer. Your ass wanted to sit there and take Johnson and Johnson.
They said hit me.
And and that's exactly why you're in the predicament that you in. It's no surprise the NBA is doing this, but I mean, at the end of the day, I don't even still why Johnson and Johnson is even given out because
Approved to still give vaccines. Exactly.
Who are you paying?
Low key, they wanted the sponsors.
I want
of the NBA.
They are.
Johnson and Johnson, one of the sponsors, yo.
Come on, man. You already know these pros ain't loyal, man.
So that's why I'm
Pros ain't loyal.
Hey
I'm
now,
like,
Hey,
who's
now.
getting paid for this? 'Cause
somebody.
they
I don't
are-
know who.
they are-
Somebody though.
All right, couple people.
Because they are insistent that you take this Johnson and Johnson. And the NFL just as bad too. They may not have nothing like this.
This is very
table.
NFL like. I
But-
just want to say this is very NFL like.
but
I
trust
would have expected from them first.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But
definitely. Definitely.
they not off the hook because when you was it you Roger that was telling me like you take the it's either this or some sporting event I think you were saying where they were offering Johnson and Johnson.
It was
At the door.
no, it was
The Vegas, right?
It was the Vegas.
The Raiders.
It was the Raiders game.
You can get the J&J
Exactly.
right there.
They got that big old facility that you had to get the damn vaccine.
Yeah, you
shot.
got to be
You
vaccinated.
had to be vaccinated to get to be a SoFi Stadium. So,
So exactly. So
yeah, that's the only way. But what I was about to say, I lost my train of thought. Like, continue.
Mess with that Johnson and Johnson.
No,
Exactly.
hell no. Dude.
I mean,
Any other thoughts?
that's just
No, I'm done with
we
it,
done.
man.
Yeah,
I am
we done
through
Johnson.
with it, man.
Oh, shout out to my mother. Hey, Mom.
Hey,
Love
Ma.
you too.
Hey,
What up? What up? What up?
Okay, let us know your thoughts on that. If you're watching this, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff.
You know, I should have took Johnson Johnson. I think I could have been the Black Wolverine.
We'll lose all your hair.
Oh, Lord.
Look like that guy from the first X-Men.
A mess.
A damn mess.
Oh, don't look now, America. The Patriots. It says it on here. Maybe running towards another Super Bowl run. And it's not Tom Brady this time. It's Mac Jones.
Mac
Who looks like
Jones.
a young Tom Brady, or what you call it, Crevonte?
McCorkle.
McCorkle.
Running towards another Super Bowl. And they are first place in the AFC East, Crevonte.
Wow.
Did we see this coming with all the hops out last year? Still Bill Belichick, a rookie quarterback.
Of course we didn't see this coming. Not no rookie quarterback just taking the AFC East by storm. Like, we knew they wasn't gonna be in last because obviously the Jets are in that division. But we knew it was going to take some time. Anything post Tom Brady is going to take time to recoup because a quarterback has more say so on a game than a head coach. That's evident. Tom Brady leads. We're talking arguably, definitively, whoever you talk, depending on who you talk to, is the greatest quarterback of all time, right? So anything after him is going to be a downgrade. Okay, that's obviously you're not Super Bowl bound anymore. You lose number 12. Now they draft McCorkle. There was a lot of ups about McCorkle. I wasn't as high on McCorkle as the analysts, the various analysts. My guy was Justin Fields, obviously. But one thing I could bank on with McCorkle is that he's going to be prepared. He's going to make the right throw, and he's not going to put you in. He's not going to put the ball in harm's way. He's not going to put the team in harm's way. He's not going to lose you the game. And that's no matter what talent's around him, he's going to do the right thing. Now, is he enough to take you over the top? That's yet to be determined. But as of right now, what's around him, and another plus that's for him is that the Patriots offense is not quarterback centric. You know what I'm saying? They have a good offensive line. They have a good running game, right? Damn good defense. Put any quarterback that doesn't make mistakes in there has a chance to win. But McCorkle's smart. Like, he was under Nick Saban, so that's pretty much Bill Belichick on a college football level. You know what I'm saying? So he goes into a culture that is very similar to what he just came from. And like I said, he's smart, very intelligent, smart guy. picks up the playbook, and he's not gonna make mistakes. He's gonna make the right everything. It's just that when you fall behind it, can he bring you back consistently? But they haven't had to be in that situation. The defense is playing lights out. The running game is really good, and Mac is not making any mistakes. So did we see him there? Did I see him there? No, absolutely not. But they look really good right now, and they are challenging the Bills because the Bills have looked like they've fallen off. Like, I don't know what's going on, and they play them in a couple weeks.
2 games coming up. Still
they play them in a couple weeks, and that's
don't let them split.
Oh,
2 games, and 1 will be on Monday Night Football, by the way.
And listen, don't let these Patriots mess around and get this 4th seed, man.
Oh man.
Come on now.
I'll run down that schedule when we get done. But Dre, you like what the Patriots doing?
What's it? The first one was 2001.
Yep.
Yeah,
2001.
Wow, that was so
20 years ago.
20
Very
years ago.
2001. I mean, you come in, you replace, you put this young cat in there, and he's doing his thing. I mean, hey, he's going to get better because, like you said, he went from Nick Saban to Bill Belichick, and
Same person, bro.
Bill and Nick are like this. They're
That's
like
the same person. That's the same person.
Yeah, this is that's scary because, like, it literally what they're doing right now literally mirrors what they did when they got their first Super Bowl with Tom Brady. Defense is doing their thing. You got a quarterback that's consistent and competent. Your coordinators, I mean, they're on the money as always, especially with Josh McDaniels staying there, guiding this guy. Yeah,
and he has something to prove too.
Oh,
because Tom Brady has been basically carrying him.
So,
You know what I'm saying?
So right now, the Patriots. This is a team you don't want to see right now.
No,
I don't care
absolutely
I don't
not.
care
Absolutely not.
Especially with the AFC being so uncertain right now. Granted they haven't played like the Ravens, but they will. They played the Browns, wax them.
Jesus Christ.
And we'll see what they do against the Bills.
They got the Titans next, and then they got the Bills.
And is that really even a real test for them because they don't have Derrick Henry? So I don't know. But this Patriots team is one that you don't want to play. I don't care who you are right now.
Shout out to the Patriots. I want to say Mac Jones.
Mac Jones.
I had a feeling he was going to be a really good quarterback, especially when he walked out in the NFL draft with that.
We seen that. He said, "Oh, I'm gonna show y'all when I get there."
He had that Vince McMahon walk, that no chance.
Grab that cap from Roger Goodell, throw that joint back on, and he was like, "Look, I'm going to bring stability to this organization." Something that I mean, Cam was cool, but I mean, you know how Bill Belichick likes his quarterbacks.
Cam,
he likes them. He likes them how he can get them. And Mac Jones is a champion from Alabama, the great Alabama. Mac Jones right now is 14-8 on the season, 14 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. He's very consistent. He's very concise. Of course, the defensive players coming back from COVID. Guys like, who came back?
I think Hightower came back.
They signed what's called
Judon.
Ravens. Judon.
Didn't Van Noy come back?
Yeah, Van Noy re-signed him.
And who? Listen, that Judon pickup.
Yeah.
My heavens. Judon got 10 sacks now.
Yeah.
Never did that here.
Ain't that something?
I mean, yeah, that's how it is here.
That's how it goes,
that's
bro.
How it goes sometimes, but I mean, I'm very happy for him. He deserved every penny that he got from the Patriots because he's balling out of control. This team is I think this is the best team in the NFL. I'm going to say it right now. I think this is the best team in the NFL right now. I think the New England Patriots are putting it all together. They're very good offensively. They're great defensively. They're very balanced. That's what you need in this league. You need balance. And I think they're the most balanced team in the NFL right now because you got teams like Baltimore who struggle defensively at times. You got teams like Kansas City who struggles defensively at times as well. You got the Cowboys who are very inconsistent.
They're getting better.
The
Chiefs are getting a little bit better defensively.
Oh yeah, but their offenses seem like it's stuck in, right?
But that's what you talk about. They're not bad balance.
Yeah, they're not balanced.
No, I got you.
I'm just saying.
Hey, no, not the best team. You know the best team is?
Who's best?
Arizona. Arizona.
I want to
But they're not healthy. So.
but
They're not healthy. They're not healthy.
So
right.
I mean, we got to see how Kyler looks. We got to see how DeAndre Hopkins looks.
Yes.
I mean, it's great that they won yesterday, but them two got to come back and they got to create some more connection and all that other good stuff. But I think that the New England Patriots are the best team in the NFL right now. It's only going to get better for them right now. And with McCorkle going through his struggles early on, he's only going to get better later on in the season. And Bill Belichick is going to strike his stuff in the playoffs because I believe they're going to win the division. I think the Buffalo Bills is not going to win the division because they're very inconsistent as well. One week they're blowing out a team, next week they're getting blown out by a team. So I'm not sure which team I'm watching. All I know is New England started off slow, but right now they're hot, and I think they're going to continue to be hot. And Bill Belichick is going to come back for vengeance because everybody counted him out, and he should never be counted out.
Never.
They play the Titans this week, so if they win, they're number 1 seed in the AFC. Bills, Colts, Bills again, Jaguars, and Dolphins. So these next 4 games,
they get to 11. They get to 11.
Let us know your thoughts on the Patriots. I like McCorkle coming out. I thought he'd be a good fit. He went to the right situation. It's just as important as anything else.
Exactly.
Because look at Justin Fields and
everybody else seems like everybody's struggling.
Yeah, Fabio, like you said.
Yeah, it's been bad. Been bad.
JF.
But we knew Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson were going to struggle. No matter what, we knew 1 and 2 was going to struggle. That's why I was glad Justin Fields, even though he deserved to be up there, I'm glad he didn't. Even though he's not in a great situation either. But Mac Jones is performing the best out of all. How many quarterbacks was it? 5? Trey Lance is not even playing anymore.
Jimmy G's balling.
And Jimmy G, look, so yeah, Trey Lance. We probably won't see Trey Lance the rest of the year. So yeah, Mac Jones, and by far is playing the best football out of all the quarterbacks. Who would have guessed?
Real quick, Dre, John Gruden chooses the NFL. Does he win? Does he lose? Does he get anything from this? Or do we care?
Why are we doing this?
He loses.
Who cares?
There's another one who will probably be in your goofies of the week. Like he said, like Roger said, who really cares? I mean, Gruden at this point, look, collect the money that they about to give you, bro, and fade off into the sunset. Nobody's buying this. It's like, okay, this investigation all started really because of
it's your fault.
team.
It's your fault.
Because your team.
It's your fault.
So that's goofy. He's goofy. Everything about this whole thing is goofy. But he ain't find no other job for right now. So that's probably why he's suing the NFL. Nobody wants to touch John Gruden at this point with everything that's associated with him.
Any other thoughts on the Gruden situation?
Well, I just want to say this. Everybody that's on here watching, please hit the like button, of course. Follow us on the Flex Zone podcast on YouTube. And John Gruden, I don't really have any. I don't really know what to say about this because he got his hand caught in the cookie jar, and he's getting tested right now. So, but they did say that he does have a good chance of winning this lawsuit
because he's white.
Yeah, because he's a different shade.
But
it's all good, man. It's all good. If you get your money from the NFL, I mean, hey, you was getting $10 million from.
You was already had a contract,
right?
$100 million.
Collect your money.
So get every penny from them because if it was the other way around, they would get every penny from you. So yes, get your money, man. Sue the hell out of them and continue to do your what you call it, Crevonte? What is it? White thing? Yeah, continue to do that.
The white thing. This is goofy. That's what this is. It's just goofy. Like when I heard that, I said, "Wow, ain't that some white stuff to do?"
Yes.
My heavens, like you got caught being saying homophobic slurs, racial slurs, and misogynistic things, and now you're retaliating.
Yes, now you're trying to.
I am baffled. I'm just as baffled as I am with this justice system.
I mean, hey. It is what it is, man.
And you're right. It is what it is. Goofy. Goofy. That's what it is. I ain't got nothing else on it.
Real quick, Dre, what is this confetti club for players and Lamar Jackson doesn't make the cut?
All right, so watching Colin Cowherd, it was these players listed and saying that you can envision them holding the Lombardi Trophy Lamar Jackson did not make the cut, but to his cut, he said Tom Brady, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray, and Patrick Mahomes. He could see them all holding up a Lombardi Trophy before they retired.
I mean, we already see Tom Brady. We've seen Aaron Rodgers. We've seen Russell.
Yeah.
We've seen Patrick. So, I mean, he can say what he wants to say. He's pretty much being controversial. He's pretty much being that. And
I just don't get how you put Kyler on the list or Russell Wilson, but you don't put Lamar. But
I mean, that's fine. He can have his opinions. He can say that they're going to host a Lombardi Trophy. But when it's all said and done, I believe Lamar will have his hands on a Lombardi Trophy, so he can say whatever he has to say to sell those Fox ratings. But yes,
and that's what he will do.
I think Lamar will be getting a Lombardi Trophy sometime in the near future, before his career is over.
Crevonte?
I was confused that I didn't know this was a thing, but it's a Colin Cowherd thing.
That's
so it's not a thing. It's a him thing.
Oh, yes.
So he's basically saying that these quarterbacks will host the Lombardi Trophy sooner rather than later, or
Before their career is done.
Before
You could see all of them having a Lombardi.
and Lamar Jackson was left off the list. Okay. I want to say, that the list was that the list that he has created is like, okay, yes, I can see a majority of them. Hell, most of them except for one have a Lombardi Trophy. So it's like, what call it? Obviously, Colin Cowherd is run out of material. He's run out of things to say at this point. Like, what? What are you talking about? Like, like literally everybody he mentioned on there except for one has already done so.
Pretty much.
So what you might have just been between Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson at this point. Who do you think is going to host one? And throw Baker Mayfield in there, I guess.
And
Matter of fact,
like you did.
throw Justin Herbert in there instead of Baker. But
JT.
But I feel like it's just another shot. It's another shot to Lamar. That's what it is.
Hopefully this motivates him to.
But the crazy thing is he likes Lamar, so I don't see why he's.
Yeah. He likes him more than the guy on First Take. For sure.
Yeah, I would know most definitely.
that's a fact. But I mean, I guess I kind of see his point because we know what happens after quarterbacks get paid. Your best bet to get a Super Bowl for cheap is to get them on their rookie deal.
Oh yeah.
We know Lamar Jackson rookie deal is coming to a halt really, really, really soon. Yeah, and if he doesn't win in this year and a half, 2 years
next year, 2.
The chances are he won't have the talent around him to support him to do so. So that's probably what he's banking on. That's probably why he didn't have Lamar in here. But my thing is, the talent supersedes everything else.
I agree.
So to leave him off is absurd. And the Ravens culture is a winning culture, and with a guy like Lamar Jackson that talent, he has a shot. You know what I'm saying?
Gonna be in the playoffs this year,
he absolutely has a shot. So to leave him off is absurd, in my opinion.
Well, let us know your thoughts on this confetti club. Do you think Lamar Jackson has a legit shot at hoisting Lombardi? Anybody else should be in this confetti club? Let us know. We'll take your thoughts here on the Flex Zone. But let's review this week 11 real quick. Patriots 25-0 over the Falcons. Falcons are done.
Why would I even bet on them anymore? Like, why would I even do this? What is wrong with me? Well, I'm not. I am not. I don't even know what the rest of the schedule look like. I am not betting on Falcons no more.
Trash.
I'm not, yo. I'm not doing it no more. I told y'all, Georgia State. Well, shout out to the Braves, but
football especially. We'll see about Georgia, but
Georgia got a shot.
Yeah.
Georgia got a shot.
Ravens get it done without Lamar. 16-13.
Big win.
Dre, you stuck with him? I switched my pick. I sure did.
I did too.
Uh-huh.
Well, I thought it was gonna be rough, even if Lamar played.
And I didn't know Justin Fields was gonna get hurt either.
Yeah. That's. I thought it's funny because I missed it. I thought he got benched, but then I looked back and I was like, "Oh, he got hit.
Terrible O-line."
But that's what I'm saying though. They're getting him killed. He is the least. I feel like him and Zach Wilson were the least protected of the rookie quarterbacks. But great win. Awesome win. The win games like that, that's what winning teams and winning cultures do. You find a way to win those games when your guy is out. And that speaks volumes to John Harbaugh and those guys rallying around and getting it done. And fun fact, the brother that was playing quarterback was it Sorley? Huntley.
Lamar like
Him and Lamar have history.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I like to the point where he beat Lamar back in the day, which I thought was so interesting. But he is very similar to what Lamar does, and now he has showcased himself to possibly other teams, and maybe the Ravens phone call will be ringing for that brother. Coming up possibly, but him persevering and leading the team, and mind you, that was a hell of a play by the Bears. That touchdown, like that blown coverage, which the Ravens don't usually do too often. But this year they have, but as generally they don't. But after that play, it's like, ooh, now the Ravens offense have to go down and do this, and they did it. I thought that was good. That was great. And now Lamar can come back, take the reins. Appreciate you. Did a great job. But that's the next man up mentality. I like it. Great win.
Couldn't have said it better myself, man.
You took all his talking points.
Right.
Well, I just want to say for the people that didn't hear me yesterday, that it was a very tough game to watch, man. It was very extremely frustrating when Richie Cunningham, as Byron said, came into the game. And first two plays, he gets a touchdown and take the lead.
What the hell was going on?
Yo, the first play, like
I was like,
what is this?
Cincinnati?
You know what?
But the Raven killed.
I swear, I told D was happy. I was like, D, he's going to come in and he's going to change the direction of this game. And I knew it. I knew when I saw his ass come in the game.
Just like Tua did last week.
Yes, just like Tua did last week. There's going to be some problems. And, of course, he's a veteran quarterback. He knows the offense very well. He went in there. He did what he's supposed to do, and that's make plays. And that's exactly what Andy Dalton did. But I wanted to say shout out to the Ravens being coming back from a miracle touchdown from Andy Dalton's team, to Tyler Huntley, finding ways to get the ball to Devontae Freeman, and Sammy Watkins even made a miracle play at the end.
He has to make it up to do.
Yeah,
Sammy has to make it up to do.
He has a lot of makeup to do. I mean, I appreciate Tyler Huntley for just being very, very patient. He got his ass whooped yesterday. He got hit like 7 times. Bro.
Sack 6.
I mean, 6 to 7 times.
That's tough because the offensive line isn't great.
He was taking pounding, but I'm just glad that they was able to pull it out, because the schedule right now is going to be extremely tough.
Bruh, if they didn't win that, they probably wouldn't have made the playoffs.
I mean, they still might not make the playoffs. I don't know. I'm not saying
these divisional games are going to decide.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everybody else.
I mean, I'm kind of happy with seeing Cleveland right now, because they're in a funk.
They're
somewhat.
banged up.
I mean, Baker Mayfield's not playing his best football.
Doesn't matter. Put Case Keenum in.
OBJ is gone from the team, and the defense is shot. So we have a chance against them, but I mean, we still got a lot of issues on our squad as well. Our offensive line stinks. Our secondary is terrible, and Chris Westry, my God, man. He got burnt like a Krispy Kreme donut.
Wait,
who's burning Krispy Kreme donuts? That is a felony.
That's a
felony.
It was a double move.
Double moochie. Double move.
The dude ran him out of the NFL yesterday, but I mean, the Ravens pulled it out. Still, I'm very happy.
Yes.
Right now, and yeah, man, it's another week in the books for the Ravens, and let's see what happens going forward.
Run through these games real quick. Go ahead.
I was going to say real quick though, that last 2 minutes of that game was just unbelievable.
Appreciate that, Lamar. Appreciate that, brother.
Yeah, that was craziness to go back and forth like that, but that's Ravens football in all season.
Colts beat the Bills 41-15. Jonathan Taylor, 5 touchdowns. Thank you, my fantasy team. Appreciate you. I think he had like 50 points.
My heaven, what a day!
Imagine anybody got him on DraftKings or FanDuel.
Oh my!
And Matt, if you'd have took any of his player props, everything went over. Yep. Everything.
Hey, Kirk Cousins, I'll do Aaron Rodgers 34-31.
Big win. That was a big win. Shout out to AJ. Where you at, baby? Shout out to AJ CJ. How many other Vikings fans we know?
All the J's. Vikings still got a heartbeat
Big
in the
win.
playoff race. And so
Big
do the
win.
49ers, 30-10 over the Jaguars. Lions still no wins, still have a tie. 13-10 lost to the Browns. Texans beat the Titans 22-13. I think that spread was like 10 or 11, Crevonte?
Yes, 10.5.
Jesus Christ. Dolphins beat the Jets, of course, 24-17. Eagles win again, 40-29 over the Saints.
They on the roll. Eagles on the roll.
Yes. Real quick, last 1 o'clock game. Of course, we know we got to get to my brother Crevonte because we was a little more south this week, still 95 south, as we were in the great state of North Carolina. Washington football team wins 27-21. Crevonte, what do you have to say?
Wow. What a Heineke is showing up in really big spots. A lot of big spots. Past 2 weeks, I believe he has about 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. His passer rating is through the roof we're talking just the past 2 games.
Yeah.
Outstanding wins, big wins. He made a lot of plays, a lot of 4th down plays. A lot of plays that he needed to make, he made. One thing I was always wary of is our offense. Being able to put up points consistently against good teams. That was a top 3 defense that, Heineke and this offense played against. So that's optimism moving forward. And I don't know what's up, but since Montez Sweat and Chase Young been down, the defense wakes up. We got guys that I don't know about that's out here doing it. Like
some dogs.
We got some dogs underneath that. Like that's
my dog.
That's optimistic. The defense did not play its best, but it did enough. But I again, big ups to my offensive line. Offensive line was moving bodies. The only thing I didn't like for the running game was Gibson. Gibson got to hold onto the ball. If y'all have noticed, he's been getting benched here and there for J.D. McKissick. And J.D. McKissick is coming in there and doing numbers. And he's also doing numbers in the passing game, which, that could be the quarterback's favorite target, little flare routes and little comebacks. But big ups. And I think they did this really for Ron Rivera. We knew how much this meant for him to go back to Carolina where he used to play. And that's where majority of his coaching career was.
His former quarterback.
And it just so happens the week prior, his former quarterback goes back home. Yep. So it's so many storylines that goes with this. So it was a lot going on in this game, a lot of storylines, a lot of greatness really in this storylines. And believe it or not, Carolina's a lot of Redskins fans. Obviously the football team now, but there's a lot of Redskins fans in North Carolina.
Far, right?
It's not far from our practice facility.
There you go.
Which is in Ashburn, Virginia, but it's not far from, North Carolina. So I'm happy. I didn't pick them because I told y'all how they pissed me enough early on in the end. I'm like, cool. I'm not betting on them. I'm not, I'm really wary of them right now, but they are playing some good football, and I will point out when they are doing well. Scary Terry. Scary Terry is still a top receiver in this league. I don't care what nobody say. When Gibson is not fumbling, he's a top running back. Him and J.D. McKissick is a good 1-2 punch. I like Patterson's a 3rd down back from time to time. And again, it's not. I can't praise my offensive line enough because they're getting it done in the offensive game on all facets of the offense, running game and passing game. So I'm proud of this. I'm proud of this victory because they were underdogs.
Any other thoughts on WFT?
I thought it was a good win for them on Sunday. I thought Camden was going to win, but the Washington football team showed resilience, and they came back and they played hard for Ron Rivera, and glad he got the win.
That's it. Just glad that they got the win for real. I mean, you know what? Because a lot of us picked Carolina to win. We thought Cam was back,
but he played well. I think he played pretty well.
Yeah, I'm not
saying?
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's on Cam.
So
I'm just saying that we just, I'm back and everything. We
Sure.
thought he was going to win, and it didn't turn out that way. But I think Carolina can still squeeze into the playoffs.
It'll be interesting.
They're still in there.
Yeah. They're not off. They're not far.
WFT has the Monday Night Football game next week against
Jesus
Seattle.
Christ. Jesus Christ.
Then Las Vegas and Vegas.
Jesus
I'll
Christ.
say you want to take a trip. And then all divisional games. So
Jesus Christ.
it'll be fun down the stretch, America. Stay tuned.
It's gonna be something.
These WFT reports.
It's gonna be something.
But let's get through this game. Bengals show there for real, 32-13 over the Raiders. The Raiders are done.
Great win.
Chiefs.
Great bounce back.
Yes, Chiefs beat the Cowboys 19-9.
What the hell?
Chris Jones 3.5 sacks.
Chris Jones.
Made Zach Martin look like a turnstile over there.
Listen, we made Zach Martin look average.
Yeah.
When Frank Clark and Chris Jones are there, that Chiefs
That
defense
helps a lot.
does look different. And that is a top offense that they played against. But no Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb did get hurt.
Yeah.
So those are things that we have to take into account. But nonetheless, the Chiefs defense has been playing better over the past about 3 weeks or so.
Cardinals beat the Seahawks for their second straight win with Colt McCoy, 2-1, 23-13. And Crevonte train keeps moving.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And the Chargers beat the Steelers 41-37. Steelers played tough without a lot of players. Gotta give them credit.
They tried.
The Chargers tried to give it up.
They tried to charge
They tried to give it up. They tried to charge this. They tried to Falcon this. I guess I can say
they
this
do
shit.
the same thing, yeah.
But they tried to get us up, but they got a rock star as a quarterback, man. Let me tell you, Justin Herbert is that guy in LA. I don't know who's bigger between him and Stafford.
Dre, game ball, not so game ball.
My game ball has to go to Justin Herbert. For him to be so young, the poise that he has, because the Chargers aren't all that of a team. But for him to pull out that victory, you know what? That young man is going to be around for a while, and he's showing you that he belongs on the big stage. And then my not so game ball, just gotta go to the Dallas Cowboys. All that hype and everything behind the game of the week, America's game of the week,
Raj,
Super Bowl preview.
we do this every year.
Super Bowl
The
preview.
Dallas Cowboys are going to let folks down. They're going to do it.
I mean, granted, you could say that they, because of injuries, but I can't use it as an excuse, just as a reason. But yesterday, it just that whole game and everything was just disappointing. I watched the first half, and I just expected more from what they were saying, and it just didn't. To me, the game didn't live up to the hype.
They did not get off the bus.
Yep.
They didn't get off the bus.
Stayed on that.
They did not get off the bus.
Raj,
My game ball goes to Justin Jefferson from Minnesota.
Ooh, that's a bad guy.
8 receptions,
Every time.
169 yards.
That's a bad guy.
2 touchdowns. Man, he was going crazy yesterday, man. I mean, he my fantasy team had about 35 points.
he does that every
damn
week.
near halftime.
He 100 yards every week. You can
Pretty much,
pencil him in for
pretty
100
much,
yards every week.
pretty much, man.
He is one of the best wide receivers in all the NFL. They didn't miss much losing Stephon Diggs at all by gaining this dude. Because this dude has been awesome.
And shout out to Minnesota for them drafting these wide receivers.
Yes,
Thielen.
Yes, Thielen.
And honestly,
Jefferson
has been overshadowing Thielen.
Yeah.
Because we don't hear too much from Thielen now. Like
He had a touchdown yesterday.
his numbers are modest.
He's quietly said
And quiet himself, but Justin Jefferson, my gosh, it seems like every time he catches the ball, it's electric.
Then you got my man Dalvin Cook, the running back, who be doing his thing
Stirring it
too.
up, cooking up.
For sure.
But I mean, they got so much talent over there in Minnesota. They just got to put it together. If they could actually put it together, and Kirk can actually lead them somewhere,
Keep them off of primetime games.
Yeah, I'm intrigued to see what they got to play. They could sneak in.
If it ain't Sunday night or Monday night or Saturday night, they all right.
Justin Jefferson is a beast, bro.
Yeah, he's definitely a problem.
But my not so game ball doesn't go to anybody in the NFL. My not so game ball actually goes to a service named Peacock. I spent over an hour yesterday trying to watch the Survivor Series that Byron Dixon did a preview to on a Flex Zone podcast, by the way. So if you want to check it out,
Yes, sir. Go check that out.
YouTube.
Yeah, it was hard.
Flex Zone podcast on YouTube. Check it out. It was lit. But I was trying to watch the actual event yesterday, and I was not able to get on my Peacock service. So I go into I just decided to call Peacock up And they tell
Oh, they
me
got a number. They got
they got
1-800 number. I didn't know they had that until you said it.
They got all kinds of services, but they told me, oh, you never had the premium version. You had the free version.
Slap fire.
Bro, I went crazy. I almost went crazy last night, man. I've been watching this thing for almost a year. Premium version.
Yeah, it was during COVID.
During the COVID, and they was just telling me, you might have to take it with Xfinity. I'm like, this is ridiculous, and I decided to be like, well, whatever. But they give my national game ball for this nonsense, and they need to get their act together. Peacock as a service, a provider, and some other stuff. Y'all on some stuff.
As a staff regulator and as a crew.
Yeah, staff.
F y'all.
Yes, exactly. There you go. You said it correctly. Hell with them. I'm going to stick with my good old stuff that I watch.
Thank you.
That's right. Your stuff.
Thank you, Jeff Bezos.
That's right.
Yeah, thank you, Bezos. STUFF stuff. Yes, there you go. That's my national game. Go ahead, Dre.
Well, you already
What
I
is-
said? Oh yeah, I usually start. That's cool. We start low and then high with Crevonte.
I'm sorry. Well, Crevonte went, didn't he?
No, he's last.
Oh,
yeah,
It's okay. He
my
WF2.
bad.
It's okay.
He's not.
Peacock got you. Yeah, it's okay. He's not here. It's a lot going on, brother.
These big ass tonight.
Hey, yo.
I love him.
We all do, trust me.
Start low and high.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna start the lowest of the low. My gosh, the Titans. Every time I feel like every week, at least in the AFC, it changes hands. The number one team changes hands every week. And just when I thought, all right, it looks like it's the Titans, they lose to a trash team. It's like they get up, they puff their chests out when they play, the Chiefs, the Rams, and beat them down. They beat the Chiefs down, and they beat the Rams down like wasn't close. But then you got the nerve to lose to the Jets and then lose to the Texans. Who are y'all? I want to give y'all so much more praise, but you can't lose to the bottom feeders. I hate to say it. Like the Texans are at the bottom of the AFC. Them and the Jets are at the bottom of the Jets, Jaguars. They're at the bottom of the AFC conference, and y'all at the top. There's no business y'all losing. I understand. All right, you don't cover the spread. You don't cover the 10.5 points. You lose.
Yeah.
Tyrod Taylor looked like he back. Tyrod Taylor should have did his best Cam Newton impression and say, "I'm back."
He tried to. Leaped over the defense.
I saw.
Yeah.
I saw. It looked like he rejuvenated. But yeah, the Tennessee Titans might terrible. As far as my game ball, there's a couple of them. I'm gonna give it to the Indianapolis Colts. The Indianapolis Colts did not start off well, and we all said at the beginning of the year that first 5 games look crazy. The first 5 games look crazy for the Colts, and for them to have bounced back the way that they have, with Derrick Henry out, John Taylor looks like he's the next best thing at running back. You know what I'm saying? And Carson Wentz, hey, as long as he don't turn the ball over, they all right. But they put the beat down on the Bills in Bills Mafia. That's a huge win, and it's a huge day for Jonathan Taylor and his fantasy owners. Yeah, for sure. Indianapolis Colts and Jonathan Taylor.
Real quick, Falcons, man. They passed on drafting a quarterback. Probably Justin Fields, the hometown kid.
Stupid.
Take Kyle Pitts, who's a good player.
He's okay.
But Matt Ryan looks done, man. I had Matt Ryan in one of my leagues. He had like 0.2 points 1 week. It's not good, man. Like the worst performance ever by a quarterback in fantasy.
But he's Joe Flacco now.
But
You're right. He's trying to do
but
that.
Yeah, he's Joe Light.
But the thing is, that team is not good.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan is not at the point where he can carry a team. He carry a team or a franchise anymore.
Ever since Kyle Shanahan left, he has not looked good.
Honestly, ever since the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's been hard to overcome that. But he's not at the point where he can carry anybody anymore. And on top of that, Cordell Patterson was hurt. He ain't got but 2 weapons. Cordell Patterson and Kyle Pitts. And now Cordell Patterson hurt. All you got is Kyle Pitts. Bill Belichick is like, shoot, stop him. Just stop him.
Easy game plan.
And Kyle really is still out.
Mental health problem.
That's
So
why I said easy game plan for them.
Bill Belichick, he did not spend much time on this game plan. Stop him. That's it.
I want to give a game ball to the Eagles running game. Miles Sanders and Jalen Hurts.
Yes.
Looking like Lamar and J.K. Dobbins would have looked if he was healthy.
Exactly.
Because they are running all over folks. They don't have to throw the ball in Philly. Just run it.
Hey, listen, man, with Jalen Hurts as well.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
three
you're right.
touchdowns.
You're right.
Miles Sanders.
You're right.
Don't forget, he was Saquon's backup at Penn State. He's a baller.
I'm pretty sure that Kevin Hart was running with him.
They say he was sliding Johnson on the Peyton Manning cast, man. I bet he was.
He was.
But I like what hey, Old Crawford, you might be right, man. They might be able to sneak into the playoffs. Well, that NFC wild card is going to be fun. Vikings, Eagles, 49ers are coming.
And the Panthers aren't gone.
WFT, Panthers are still around. Real quick, let's run through these picks before we get out of here with Goofies of the Week. I want Crevonte to have his time. And don't forget to look at that Kyle Kuzma outfit, by the way, brother. Thursday, it is Thanksgiving, America. Shout out to you. Happy Thanksgiving if we didn't tell you already. 3 games as usual. And, of course, we start in the D. Detroit, they get a home game for Thanksgiving. Chicago and Detroit. This is going to be a terrible game.
Why?
I don't know who's going to win this game.
Why are we doing this?
I'm going to pick Chicago. But it wouldn't surprise me if Detroit won.
I think this might be the week Detroit wins.
I am too. I'm picking Detroit.
I think Detroit. This is my last time because Chicago's terrible. And it might be Richie Cunningham starting.
He is.
So I might
he's getting a start.
I'll decide by the end of the show, but I might join you, Raj, on the Detroit.
Yeah, I'll by the end of the show, man.
Vegas and Dallas. Oh my gosh. CeeDee Lamb is hurt, like Crevonte said. No Amari Cooper.
And he is out because he's going to miss 2 games.
He's unvaccinated.
Yep. So
Dallas with something to prove.
I think Vegas is just done.
Yeah, done too.
I don't know if they win another game.
I'm about to say they done been through too much.
They might as well go ahead and mail it in, get the draft pick, and restart to the new coach. Buffalo at New Orleans. This should be a good game.
You got to bounce back. Buffalo has to bounce. This is a must win at this point because the Patriots are breathing down your back and the Titans are still there. Like this is a must win.
But the Patriots took the lead over them.
So. You're breathing down the Patriots.
He already lost it.
I think I'm taking Buffalo.
Yep, you're right. You're right.
Real quick,
I'll take Buffalo though.
Pittsburgh at Cincinnati, 1:00, big time AFC North game.
Ooh, come on, Cincinnati.
Yeah, I think
I'm going with Cincinnati.
Well, I think Pittsburgh is going backwards.
Tampa at Indy.
Ooh.
1:00 game. It's going to be a good one.
Snap.
That is a tough game.
You know what? I'm jumping out there. I'm jumping. Oh, gosh. I'm not jumping out there then. Damn, I thought it was by myself.
I'm picking Tampa still, but I think
I'm taking Indianapolis.
I do think Jonathan Taylor still has another big game.
Damn. I thought I was going to be
the only one.
I thought it was going to be just me. Never mind.
Betting wise, that might be a good play. Take the Colts because the Bucs probably going to be the favorite.
Mm-hmm.
So Carolina and Miami. Oh gosh.
Cam. Oh,
Cam.
But Miami been waking up recently.
Yeah, 3 in a row.
Sheesh.
Tennessee at New England. Talk about the Patriots.
New England at home.
Yep.
I'll take New England at home.
Philly at New York.
New York does not look good. But they haven't looked good at all.
And they're coming off a short week. Yeah.
Well,
Atlanta and Jacksonville. Oh my gosh. Ew. Yeah.
What are we doing here?
I
don't know what's worse between the Bears and the Lions or the Falcons and the Jacks. That's the same people.
And look, it gets better, Crevonte, because at 1:00, after you watch Atlanta, Jacksonville, after you done watch Chicago,
who
Detroit,
watching what?
You got New York Jets and the Houston Texans.
They need to be playing at the same time. Please get this over quickly. I don't know.
Houston might go 2 in a row.
I don't know.
I'm never picking the New York Jets. I'm picking Houston.
Bro, I don't know.
And Joe Flacco probably still will start.
Yes, he will.
Yeah. You know what? The Jaguars might beat the Falcons.
They might. Jack.
I picked the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Chargers and Broncos. Broncos off the bye.
Chargers win.
Yeah, I guess.
Kind of a must win for them too. And the game at the 4:00 hour is going to be a big time.
This game of the week.
Rams and Packers.
Listen, man, it's cold. Y'all now at SoFi. It's cold. It's cold up there, yo.
Yeah, I'm about to say now it's cold. I'm going Green Bay.
And Green Bay just lost.
Yes.
Should be ready.
And another big game, Minnesota, San Fran. Both teams 5-5. Loser might be on the outside looking in. This could be a big time game.
I'm picking Minnesota. Shoot. I'm picking Kirk Cousins. I'm going out on a limb.
I mean, that boy Justin Jefferson, they're going to have fun trying to stop him.
Yes, indeed.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Cleveland and Baltimore. NBC on Sunday night. Primetime, Dre.
I will be at this game.
Hey, now.
Hey,
that's a win. That's a win. That's a win. That's a win. That's a win.
And Cleveland is beat up.
Yes, they're beat up, banged up. and ready to give up.
How ironic. Sunday night you get the team in Baltimore. Monday night you get the WFT. Seattle goes to Landover.
Seattle is done. I'm picking the Washington football team.
Seattle does not look
They
good.
don't look
Like
good.
they look
don't.
really
Terrible.
really
Like they may be ready to trade Russ. Terrible.
really bad.
No, Russell should have left in the offseason.
But
He tried.
He should have just left.
But he
ain't trying
walked
enough.
it back. He walked it back when he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna come."
Nah, he should have stayed.
I did not think I was gonna pick the Washington football team the rest of the year, but I will go with them.
Kansas City and Arizona are on buys. But Crevonte, bonus pick of the week. You didn't see this coming. Saturday, noon. It's the rivalry we've all been waiting for. Number 6, Michigan, 10-1. Number 4, the Ohio State, 10-1. Winner goes to the college football playoff. Loser doesn't get in. Who wins?
Come on, Michigan doesn't want none of this.
They don't want none, even after they put 59 on Maryland?
Michigan don't want none.
59-18.
Yo, they beat. Hey, they did beat up on them Terps, pretty bad. But I mean, we just put a smackdown on Michigan State.
Y'all
Like,
did.
it's not even close, and they were a top 10 team. And I think Jim Harbaugh is gonna catch this because they about to catch all this. Olave and CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud looks really good.
My gosh, that should be the front runner for the Heisman at this point. I'm interested to see what the point spread is. I don't think it's out yet, but I don't think it's gonna be close.
You think it's blowout?
I think it's gonna be on the verge of a blowout.
The winner gets in, the loser's out. We'll see what happens.
You know Ohio State is getting in. Come on now.
The Ohio State.
The Ohio State.
Let us know your thoughts on these games. Big college football weekend as well. And of course, we got to end it the only way we know how. As you get ready for your Thanksgiving plate, don't be goofy and eat before they say prayer. Because you might end up on this list with Crevonte, Baby's Goofies of the week.
Shout out to D, man, for that one. And Raj for filling in ever so nicely. Welcome to Goofies of the Week, sponsored by the Flex Zone. Appreciate you guys for giving me a little bit of time to tell y'all what I thought was goofy this particular week. I have two, but one is going to take significantly more time than the other one. My first one is going to surround a team, and my second one is going to surround some players. I had Big Boy Goofy. This is Falcon Red. And this is Jet Green. My gosh. I'm really disappointed in the Tennessee Titans. Like thoroughly disappointed. You guys know I do. Well, I don't know if you guys know, but from time to time, on at least on a weekly basis, I talk to our good friend. I talked to our good friend Shane. And we do our weekly, recap of football. At some point between the second slate of games and the night game. At some point there we talk. And he was telling he ran down the stats for me for that game and how Tennessee Titans had about 6 turnovers. I think Ryan Tannehill threw 4 picks or something wild like that. And I was like, Shane, it's interesting. Tell me this stat. How many times did he throw the ball? And he said, oh, yeah. Because one thing I always tell him, I don't like my quarterbacks throwing over 30 times. Really. I don't care really how good you are. Like, there's exceptions, like, the Tom Brady's, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, yeah.
That, all right, you could go 35 times, 35 plus if we need it. But typically, generally, I don't like my quarterback dropping back 30 times. Every time you drop back, you give time for goofiness to happen.
Mm-hmm.
How many times did Ryan Tannehill drop back? 50.
You said what? With a
50.
With a 5. Okay.
50.
That's a lot.
He dropped back about 50 times. Who is Ryan Tannehill? He is not running he is not carrying nobody's team to nobody's promised land. I am disappointed in the play calling of the Tennessee Titans. I understand Derrick Henry's not there, but y'all won y'all last 2 games. What happened between those games and this game? Because y'all definitely played a lesser opponent. Did you not? Yeah, it was raining. But which means you definitely shouldn't be throwing no 50 times in nobody's rain.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like what 50 times? That's why y'all had 6 turnovers because you dropped it back 50 times. Ryan Tannehill is not that guy to drop back 25 times. If I'm being honest, you know what I'm saying? So, I want to say the Tennessee Titans last week before the Patriots and all of them played that this might be the team to beat in the AFC. Wrong again. Wrong again. Wrong again. Wrong. And now y'all want to y'all want to play little ball against Tyrod Taylor. I ain't forget y'all lost to the Jets too. Ain't nobody forgot that. How can you be so Jekyll and Hyde? Like the real kind of Jekyll and Hyde. Like go back and look at and read the story of Jekyll and Hyde. That is what y'all are when y'all play superior teams. And that is also what y'all are when y'all the opposite when y'all play inferior teams. But that's the epitome of the NFL, right? Is the Tennessee Titans. That's the NFL. You don't know what we're gonna get 1 week to next. This is a tough year for betting. Especially big point spreads, which I hate for obvious reasons, because once we get to 10 and 11, it's hard to cover those spreads, especially when the other team scores first. But these teams that straight are losing, like 10-point spreads. The Washington football team was a 10-point underdog against the Bucs last week. That stuff happens. Tennessee was I want to say they was a 10-point favorite when they played the Jets. Lost. 10-point favorite when they played the Texans. Lost. Very, very, very disappointed. And I was giving Mike Vrabel all types of praises. I think he should be. Oh yeah, Dre, he wasn't even here. This was last week. He should get some votes for Coach of the Year. Not losing to no Jets and Texans like that. That can't happen. Especially after that's such a letdown after you bust up the Chiefs and bust up the Rams. Like those some heavy hitters right now, and then you lose to the man, whatever, man. Like very, very disappointing to say the least. So that's green at this point because it's not terrible. They're still a top team in the AFC. It's just very disappointing because they had a chance to take a stranglehold on the conference and had the opportunity to, show their dominance, and they dropped the ball.
Big time.
They dropped the ball, all pun intended. They definitely dropped the ball. So there's that. But my heavens. Is my next goofy of the week. My gosh, is there something about Detroit, or is there something about Detroit? Huh?
Definitely something.
It's almost to the anniversary of the Malice at the Palace. Now, if you've been under a rock, or haven't been on social media or anything like that, a guy by the name of the guy from Akron, as our good friend D calls him, LeBron James, got into a how do I say a tussle. A tussle. This is my own going word for the day. A tussle with a young guy. We didn't know who he was before this situation, but I just want to show the picture.
There you go.
I'm just gonna show the picture.
Mm-hmm.
We're not even gonna get to the whole video and all that mess. Are y'all ready, America?
I think they're ready. Woo, boy, you can see it in clear HD too. My God.
Thank.
Yeah. I know LeBron to do things like that to somebody's face.
So, y'all all have seen the video. A lot of the angles weren't great, but there was one angle that was really good, and it was I think they call it the bird's eye view, the over the top. Oh, the over the top view that looked really definitive, if I could say. So just to try to paint the picture, LeBron James and his brother Isaiah Stewart were on the line as I believe the Lakers were shooting a free throw.
Yes.
We're shooting free throws or whatever. And we know the guys on the line are boxing out because they're trying to get a rebound just in case there's a miss. Regular basketball stuff, right? LeBron and Isaiah was getting to a box out match. Not a boxing match, but a box out match. And LeBron James swung an elbow and connected with a closed fist to Isaiah Stewart's eye, like the side of his eye. It happened really fast because the first couple times I was like, dang, I missed it. I didn't see it. When I got the over top view, it was like, woo, there it is.
She's loving the tussle.
Yo, they was at least one of them. At least one of them was. So LeBron James hit him with a closed fist. He gave him the elbow, but he kind of came with the closed fist. Now, mind you, LeBron James is not a little man by any stretch of the imagination. But somewhere between 6'8", 6'9", 250, 260. So somewhere around there. So, and Isaiah Stewart is not a little man either. You know what I'm saying? But that's a lot of strength to such a sensitive area. There are certain sensitive areas in your face where, we see it in boxing all the time. Somebody gets hit right around here, the blood starts coming, and it's hard to stop. No different. Mm-hmm. And LeBron James didn't have gloves on. Needless to say, Isaiah seemed like he went up to LeBron, and then the storm came. The Russell Westbrooks, the other team members came to break it up. All of a sudden, it's like his eye socket exploded. You know what I'm saying? And the blood just kept coming and coming and coming. It's like, yo, it's happening like in front of my eyes, because it wasn't like that when he was in front of LeBron. But as people started, you had to build an offensive line in front of him because he was trying to be Myles Garrett and TJ Watt out there running over people. He looked like Adrian Peterson in 2012. All right, I ain't gonna hold you. He was spinning move, getting past people, running over people. It was bad.
And he's no little man himself.
He's not small either. He's about the same size as LeBron. He's about 6'9", about 260, probably 2 somewhere in that range.
That you can say, okay, yeah, you can hold your own.
Yeah. And he was very, very irate. Very irate. This looked like a WWE match. This is one of y'all lavish matches that y'all watch from time to time. And it's a wild show. It's a lot of stuff going on. We're not quite understanding. The announcers are kind of lost. They don't know what's going on. They're trying to figure it out as they go. And it was a mess. It was a mess. And what made it worse is that he continued to bleed. I felt like the more he bled, the madder, angrier he got. You know what I'm saying? And I saw that Kate Cunningham was trying to stop him. If I was anybody, head coach Kate Cunningham, you go somewhere else. You are our number 1 overall pick. I don't want you nowhere near this. Yeah, I don't even want to know. I'm sure he got blood on the shirt because they was in white jerseys. Because he had a lot. He had a lot of blood. Like there was a lot of blood on his jersey, and anybody around him had blood on him. Kate Cunningham, go sit down some goddamn way. This is not where you show your leadership skills. I ain't trying to see that from you right now. Isaiah Stewart was very irate and out of control. All right. He tried to, I'm good. Still trying to get around them. They try to push him to the other side. He tried to go through the tunnel to meet them on up. This shit look bad, bro. Like Jerry, yeah, it looked bad. He tried to go through the tunnel to meet them on the other side. They like, hey, yo, watch him over there. Russell Westbrook over there with his hands balled up, fist balled up, and I'm like, he got teed up. He ain't know. Like, it was really, really bad. Like, the NBA did not look great on this particular night. They did not look as bad as the Mouse at the Palace, but this is again a night that the NBA would rather forget. Now everybody's getting a little goofy blame for this one. Obviously, we're gonna start with LeBron. We heard he got a game suspension.
Yep.
Deserved. That was an unnecessary act. He deserved the flavor two that he got and the ejection that he got. Brother Isaiah Stewart, obviously he got hit. We saw the blood coming, but his antics, he deserved two. all that wild stuff because I say he wanted fake smoke because he had LeBron James. If you really wanted LeBron, you had LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Because right after that happened, you was in his face. Right. It wasn't until folks came up.
Hold me back.
And then he got, bro, you same size as him. Ain't nobody around you is able to hold you back. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, as it got on, he probably did get angrier, but you had your chance. Don't give me big boy, wow, crazy now when you over there, when you know it's too many people between you and LeBron now. Yeah. You had your shot. If you really wanted to tee off from LeBron, you had your opportunity to. But even with your eye socket exploded, you was still not you was still trying to get it together and all that, but you had your opportunity because you saw enough of them that you was in front of them. No pun intended. But your action deserved a two game suspension. I didn't care for Anthony Davis's comments afterwards. We know LeBron James is not a dirty player. We know that. He did a dirty act though. Can we agree that yeah, he did some excessive. He did a very excessive act.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. I think that's okay. That's not right. He's not. Yes, you're right. He's not a dirty player, but he did a dirty act, and he served his. He's serving. Well, I don't know. Whenever the next game is, he's going to serve that suspension.
Lakers are actually in New York in the Garden tomorrow on TNT. LeBron will not be playing.
Damn, can you believe that?
Ain't done that suck.
That
Garden
suck.
Because like the Garden. Dang.
You would think that'd be the one game when they would.
Aye.
Yeah.
Dang, that game. I can't miss this game.
And we don't know how many more years LeBron got left, so it's like,
yeah. So
they only go there once a year.
They're gonna miss. They're gonna miss. They're gonna miss a. They're gonna miss a treat. But and you want to know what's even funnier? They're gonna play again in a week.
Yep.
Oh, this ain't over.
So
what?
They'll be in LA.
This ain't over by a long shot.
It ain't never.
Who thought that the Lakers and Pistons would put the most interesting basketball game so far?
Never.
Nobody.
Hit it, Keith. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, LeBron James definitely was out of line for his actions. Cool. He got what he deserved. But Isaiah Stewart, like, that was a lot. You gave us a lot. You gave us a lot, brother. It looks like, oh my God, he has no regard for human life. All I needed was a chair to be thrown. And like he legit ran through the tunnel to try to run around. It was comical at that point. Cause it's like, bro, all right, LeBron's like, all right, man.
He's trying to apologize.
I jacked up. I messed up.
LeBron trying to get his phone number to apologize.
And he ain't trying to hear or see LeBron. No pun intended. But yeah, that was a lot. That was like a goofy, a much lesser, goofier version of the Master of the Palace. Yeah, the NBA took an L. Let's just say that the NBA took an L that particular night, and it just so happens that it was with their biggest star attraction. Sucks, because usually they're not involved like that. They're not as directly involved as that incident, but you know it happens from time to time. But I definitely thought that was hollow goofy because Stewart took this over the top. Yes, that wasn't a great act by LeBron, but Stewart took this over the top, like all that, and he's running dripping blood everywhere. Like it was too much. Like COVID is still a thing. It's very unsanitary now. Like, and then Anthony Davis and them getting a spark. Like this is very goofy. This is all very, very goofy. Very hollow goofy. And then on the top it all off, they're going to see each other sooner rather than later. One more game. Yeah, and then of course, Tennessee Titans laying the wild egg. It's some teams you can't bet on. I can't bet on the Titans or the Bills. I can't. I absolutely can't. They're not good. They're not good for your health or your bank account. or your bank or your bankroll. No. They're not good for none of them. But those are my goofies of the week. Y'all know my line. There's a thin line between goofy and great, and none of these brothers are on the right end of it. Y'all got to do better. Got to do better.
Thank you for that, Crevonte. The goofies of the week. Once again, happy Thanksgiving from the Flex Zone. We are still the head of that sports podcast table. Acknowledge us. And don't forget, we still moist with that mac and cheese. Let's give it up for knowledge one more time. Executive producer, man himself, Andre Melton, senior producer, Crevonte Hurd. Dre, how can they keep up with you every morning? And what are we doing next week?
You can catch me Monday through Friday. Well, actually, Monday through Wednesday this week.
That's right.
But WEAA, Good Morning Baltimore. We're playing Christmas music, some throwbacks in there. So trust me, it's been some good music. We've been up and stuck with the music.
Not up and stuck.
Right. On social media, tell the people how to keep up with us.
Well, if you want to donate to the Flex Zone 1, you can. At the Flex Zone 1, Cash App is right here. So if you want to donate to it, you can. You're welcome to it. But please, 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 I'm begging everyone who's still watching us, who's going to watch us, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you would like, watch us on YouTube at the Flex Zone Podcast on YouTube. A lot of great content coming. A lot more stuff that we're going to do. We're going to try to be very creative on this channel. And to y'all liking pleasure, of course. But please, subscribe to the YouTube channel, the Flex Zone Podcast. Donate to the Flex Zone 1 if you would like to. And, continue to follow us. And, please comment and subscribe and, give us some suggestions. What you think we can do better. What you don't like. What you do like. Be very proactive. Go crazy in the comment section. We would love to hear from you.
FlexZone1@gmail.com. Ideas, want to be a guest. Any of those things. While D is away, may have a guest analyst for the week. We'll see what happens, but let us know. Like Rod said, donate. Wednesdays, never be the same. Don't forget, as you're cooking your Thanksgiving meals, listen to the Flex Zone. We'll be on Spotify, Apple, Google Play, all those platforms and so much more every week. Again, we're the only place giving you sports how you want it, fellas.
When you need it.
I'm the host with the Moist, God's favorite host, Byron Dixon, for Dre, for Rod, and Crevonte, and Knowledge in the back. And shout out to D. Follow him on DSN. We gone. No loud whistle this week.
No goofy whistle, thank God.
We gone, y'all. Thank y'all for watching.
We out of here.
Happy holidays, good people.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
That's right. Spider-Man take his Monday, Cyber Monday. Check him out. We gone.